great to see so many players here today. I've been doing this for about 5 or 6 years since Matty and I left the club. I went into the war in 1942, and we went in at Royal Park where the Royal Children's Hospital is at the moment, and we had a medical and everything like that before we were put into the army, as you could say. If you wasn't fit, well, you wouldn't get in. And I'd never seen a gun or a grenade or a machine gun in my life. After being at Watsonia, we went up to Canundra, and then we went to Townsville to get on a ship to go over to who knows where. We didn't know until we were pulling in at Port Moresby. All of a sudden we were about 100 yards out from the beach, and there was a lot of barges that we had to climb over the rope ladders over the side and a lot down the step ladders to go down into the barges. And then the next thing we knew, we were in the war because we had to drop the front of the barge and charge up the beach into the jungle. Luckily for us, at that time there was no Japanese there, so we got on there safely. And then they organised us once we got into the jungle, and that's where we took off from. And that was where we landed in New Guinea. I was in the 24th Infantry Battalion, and we lost 91 killed and 197 wounded, which was far too many, but not as many as some of the battalions. Our battalion was made up of 19-year-olds up to about 24. The only ones that were over 24 was all the colonels, sergeants and everybody like that had been in the army for years. We wasn't the hardest hit battalion in the whole battalions that were up in New Guinea and Bougainville and everywhere like that. But I think one's too many, let alone 91 of us. And it's a very sad day for me on Monday, because they're still up in the graves at Beaumont Cemetery and the Lay Cemetery. And here am I standing here talking to you blokes at 91, so how lucky was I? And they died. They never saw their parents again. As a matter of fact, 2 of the boys were killed 2 days before they dropped the atomic bomb, and their parents got the telegrams to say that they'd been killed in action, even though the war was over. So it was a very sad day. We had to wait 4 months to get a ship home, and they got the bulldozers in. They built a football ground for NRL and recreation and everything like that. And we played, all the battalions played a NAB Cup sort of competition, and our battalion won the premiership, as we say. When I got home, my mother said to me, I hadn't seen her for over 2 years, and she said there's 3 letters from football clubs there. I said, it'd be right to me, because I never thought I was any good to play with even the seconds. There's one from Williamstown, one from Brunswick, and one from Essendon. And Dick Reynolds was always my idol, and I nearly went through the ceiling of my mother's house just to go up and train with him, let alone play with him. So I went to Essendon, and luckily I played the first practice match, and it's history now. So you boys are going to play in the game on Monday. Enjoy the day. When you run out on the ground, it's unbelievable. I never played in one because it's only 20 years since it started, I think. They're playing on Anzac Day, Sheedy's idea again. And so when you run out on the ground, have a look around, enjoy it, and then switch off, and you've got a game to play. And I'm sure John will tell you all about that. That it's like a grand final, but you can enjoy the roar of the crowd, and then the dead silence when they play the last post and everything like that. It's a wonderful day. Go the Bombers, good luck, and I hope we have a win. Thanks very much, boys, anyway.